Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, the University of Iowa Marching Band gets more space with a new practice field. And one expert visits the UI to present evidence on a new illness.
Are we looking at the next great Iowa tennis player? It's all ahead in sports.
Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Mary Caldwell. Cramped, dark, and with low ceilings is how Iowa's marching band's practice facility has been described until this upcoming year. The Iowa Marching Band has been eagerly awaiting its new facility. Having enough open space for the band to play was an important addition. However, many members will be excited that everything from uniforms to game day instruments will be in one place. The new outdoor practice field will also be a major upgrade from the old one.
Well, the field that we've been at over on Park Road, the band's actually been out there for 30 years. It's great to be in the neighborhood. It's actually very scenic with the trees changing in the fall. However, the field was sloped, was not a flat surface. After a rain, the water would all kind of seep to the front of the field, and so we had people marching in swamp-like conditions. So it's just going to be just a big improvement overall.
The new facility will be opening August 15th. A nationally recognized expert on eating disorders visited the UI this afternoon to present evidence on a new eating illness called purging disorder. Florida State professional Pamela Keel spoke with medical professionals at the UI hospitals and clinics about her ongoing research. Purging disorder is when someone that is not underweight pukes to maintain their ideal weight. She stressed that eating disorders are not a choice and instead mental illnesses that require professional treatment.
We've demonstrated that women with purging disorder are weight suppressed. They are not the same weight they were before they started their eating disorder. They're successfully restricting their food intake, and when they feel like they've eaten too much, they do get rid of it. You can't get rid of all of it, but they're not taking in enough calories.
Keel will present another public lecture on the assessment and treatment of eating disorders tomorrow. And now we're going to toss it over to Taylor Bartz to give us a look at this week's weather. So Taylor, I heard there's been some flooding up north, so are we going to be expecting any of that here?
Well, Mary, even though the Iowa City area has received quite a bit of rain recently, the Iowa River isn't at a level that should cause any concern. Unfortunately, with rain in the forecast, levels are expected to be on the rise. I wish I could say that this beautiful weather we're having today will be here for the rest of the week. However, it looks like tomorrow will be our last chance to enjoy the sun, at least for a couple of days. It will be mostly sunny with a high of 83, so make sure to take advantage. On Thursday, make sure to grab your umbrella before leaving the house because scattered showers and thunderstorms are back in the forecast with highs again in the 80s. Friday looks to follow suit with more scattered thunderstorms and a high of 81. That's all I have for weather. Back to you, Mary.
In a nationwide effort last week, the FBI rescued 168 children from sex trafficking. The largest recovery effort was made in Denver, Colorado on Friday, where they rescued 18 children. During the investigation, they were also able to arrest almost 300 traffickers. This is all part of the FBI's campaign to stop sex trafficking in truck stops, casinos, and websites that advertise escort dating services. And now we're going to toss it over to Tanner Sigworth to update us on wrestler Matt McDonough's Best of 3 Challenge series. Tanner?
Thanks, Mary. Good news for Hawkeye wrestling fans today, along with a new Iowa tennis recruit making waves. But we'll begin on the mat. Former Iowa wrestler Matt McDonough becomes the 4th Hawkeye to represent Iowa internationally after sweeping Cornell's Nishan Garrett yesterday. The Marion, Iowa native will leave for Hungary to begin training on July 3rd in the 57-kilogram class. The 2014 University World Championships begins July 8th. The University of Iowa men's tennis team is eager to see what 5-star recruit Josh Silverstein can do this fall. The future Hawkeye continued stellar play at the USTA Eastern Regional, qualifying him for the USTA National Hardcourt Tournament, the most prestigious tournament in American junior tennis. And finally, a bit of news from the NBA. Miami Heat small forward LeBron James has announced he will opt out of his contract, making him a free agent on July 1st. That's a wrap for sports tonight. Check out the Daily Iowan for all sports coverage throughout the week. Back to you.
Thanks, Tanner. And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get a sneak peek of tomorrow's pages of the Daily Iowan. Freezing administrative pay. We'll have the results of one school board meeting that may affect many Iowa City schools. And breaking ground. Find out how one Iowa City school is on its way to being built. That's all we have for you tonight. Catch up with us tomorrow at the same time or anytime online at dailyiowan.com. Have a great night.